Hey guys, welcome back to GBO, your women's gear review channel. Today we are reviewing the Skyborne Slinger. Skyborne are definitely a premium brand. I have had the opportunity to test out their smart backpack. This is priced at $167. Pricey indeed, but it is one of my favorite in terms of it being aesthetically pleasing. Now, slings are interesting in terms of being a woman. I can't imagine it being flattering for anyone who is any bustier or bigger in the chest area, just because with the shape of it already and it's sitting so close to your body, it's just not appealing. And that's what I'll get into within this review is the fit check, pros and cons, and just to see whether or not this is the right sling for you. So it is interesting over on their website. It is really focused towards men. They do say that this is unisex, but as mentioned, it's quite interesting to try slings out, especially for the female body and where the placement is for this kind of sling. So this beauty is made up of ballistic nylon, leather, silk, polyester with aluminium, rubber and steel, and it is water repellent. You have 15 inches in length and 7 inches in width by 3 inches in depth, and it is a weight of 374 grams and it has a capacity of 3 liters. Now I have it completely packed out at the minute, as you can see, and that's the current shape of it when it is packed, which I will get into, but I just want to kind of give you a weight of how much you can kind of pack it out without it being too heavy and too bulky. Let's see if that's going to work. So even at that, about 1 kg. So Skyborne do offer a 10-year warranty, and this is the only color that it comes in, so it is the black. I do really love it in the black. I feel like it is quite clean looking and it is diverse in terms of using it as something that you can use on a run or for the gym if you're looking for a smaller bag, but it also goes well for a smart look and also an urban cool look. It maybe would have been nice to see this in more colors, just maybe more pastel colors or something, or would that have taken it away from kind of clean sleekness that it offers? I don't know, but maybe in the future they'll opt for more. Okay, let's get into the features of this slinger. In terms of the branding, it is really simple. You've got it here on the front. They have a bit of their logo here on the kind of hardware, but that is about it. It's very, very minimal. So first up, you have this front pocket here that is hidden by some fabric, which is that kind of PU coating. That would have been nice to have seen on the kind of like zips here. Would have been the PU coating. They are YKK zippers, so that is handy enough for knowing that you are getting a premium zip. So with this front pocket, it is, on first glance, looks like it's pretty small, but it does fit enough. It does have a lot of space. It runs from here till the very top, so you could even fit in any kind of tech gear. I've opted to put in the DS so that you can kind of see like a sizing comparison of what you can get in there, and there is still plenty of space as well. And inside, which I absolutely love, is the retractable key latch, which is super duper handy. Their hardware is amazing, and I love the retractable because it just means that it's easier for just pulling and unlocking your door and then bouncing it back in, and Bob's your uncle. What is nice about this is that you're kind of got your anti-theft here with the flap. It is well protected, although I would have loved to see maybe coating here on the zips as mentioned. This just gives that added layer of protection so no water is getting in there. So next up is your kind of main zipped compartment. What I love about this slinger is that it's not overwhelmed with a lot of organization compartments. If you are interested in more of an organization kind of slinger, I have tested out the simple motion slinger, which is amazing for that kind of style. In here it is quite minimalist, so I've just decided to chuck everything in because that's how I would do it. So inside this part, I have decided to put in my headphones because that's what I usually use this space for. And inside the pocket though, you do have some lovely mesh. Now this mesh is like PU coated. It's quite tough. I do really like the feel of it in terms of texture, which I'm usually not a fan of different kind of textures, but this I can cope with. And then there is a smaller pocket that you can offer your AirPods. I don't use my AirPods anymore. These are old ones, but they fit nicely in that compartment too, as well as your headphones. If you are putting anything bigger in here, such as this, then the rest of the space is compromised. You're not really going to get full range of those pockets. Directly in front of the mesh, there is a fabric flat that covers up 2 other pockets here. That is that water resistant material. So you could fit in kind of slimmer items if you wanted to put in a bulkier item in there as well. Then you could do that too, or you could just opt to have that organization and then opt for a smaller item to plop inside as well. So moving on to the back here, you have a lovely, beautiful mesh. It is super duper comfortable and it is lovely in terms of creating airflow. It kind of gives you a bit of distance so that there is airflow going through, and also comfortability is just super. It also just gives you that, as mentioned, that space because of this kind of nylon fabric here. On hotter days, you don't really want this to be touching any part of your skin, or if you are wearing anything thinner, that way it'll cause less of a sweating issue, so you won't be sweating into this bag. Then you have your wee secret pocket that is closest to your body, so that is perfect in terms of placing anything valuable in there. I've opted to put my phone in there. You can place your passport or anything that you might feel that you want closer to you, so you have that anti-theft purpose. So with the sling kind of packed out again, I just want to show you what the 2 kind of fun features that is a real good selling point for this sling has, which is you have the option to have your water bottle in the water bottle compartment, which is insulated. They have opted for 2 sections, or you can opt to put your umbradoodle in the other section. You cannot put 2 in together. You have to opt for 1, which I guess is great because in terms of just this, the shape of it and stuff, that's just going to lose shape completely if you're trying to shove both of these in. And trust me, I have tried to shove them in. The shape then does become compromised, especially when it is fully packed. This is a completely packed out with the headphones and everything back in. If you do take out your kind of bulkier item here on the back, then it does kind of flatten it down a bit and kind of gains its shape again. But that's just something to be aware of in terms of the umbrella kind of compartment and also the water bottle compartment. It does fit up to 500 ml, but not with the umbrella in there. If you have something that's maybe a bit slimmer, then you could get both of them in there, but then that might lose the shape of it. Or you can just opt for one or the other. So the strap here is absolutely stunning. I'm usually not a fan of the whole seatbelt material, but they've got the kind of dangle stopper, everything in terms of the system and the hardware is absolutely beautiful. And I feel like this is what changes it from being your kind of work sling to the urban kind of style of sling. You cannot detach these because with the kind of simple motion sling, you would be able to detach that and use that as your kind of tech pouch. These are secured on. So in terms of the hardware here, it is absolutely lovely with this kind of magnetic close, and you have a pillar then to help you take it off, which is absolutely great. But I do wonder, I suppose with my long hair, nobody would be getting at it, but if you had this behind you, someone could just pull that and go and run. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. You're not taking my bag. Just a note as well, the bottom of the bag is well kind of padded here. So even if you are putting any valuables down, like the DS here, it feels safe enough in doing so because the bottom kind of hits first and that is well padded. And also if you want, you can tie this around a chair or anything to secure it while you're sitting down if you don't want it on your chest. Okay, time for a fit check, comfortability, and if this has passed the female body test. See, in terms of it not being packed out, which usually I wouldn't even have the umbrella in there. If I have the water bottle, then it's gonna look the exact same, but this is way too bulky. This is my child's. That's how it feels. And if you're any bustier, then it's gonna be, it might as well be up here. Like it's just not ideal when it's fully packed out. I don't know if it looks stupid. You can let me know in the comments. I won't be offended. But yeah, it's just really, really bulky whenever it is fully packed out. And this is to the full. That's with your umbrella and everything in it. So if you can opt that out for a water bottle, this is how it looks. Then if you start kind of taking out things, like I said, once I take out these headphones, it's less bulky and more appealing. And, you know, most of the time this will be on my head like this. And I'll be like, cool. and funky, and I love the fit. Again, I don't know how that would look if you were a bit bigger here. But for me, in terms of the way it is without the headphones in, without packing out this back pocket, then it's beautiful. I really, really like it, and it's so comfortable in terms of the mesh. Even the strap is absolutely grand. I find it super comfortable and convenient in terms of just getting my stuff and being on my way. It's just unfortunate that when I do bulk this out, it's literally like I'm carrying a child. Okay, let's run through some pros and cons of this sling. The thoughtfulness of this sling with the design and its materials and moments like getting your water bottle in there is super convenient. Although it is a bit bulky, it's just kind of something you have to sacrifice if you don't want to be holding your water bottle or your umbradoodle. If you are a minimalist packer and want something that means you don't have to be lugging a backpack about, then this is a great alternative. And it is stylish, like I think it goes well with me. Just some cons in terms of the material. I don't know if it's going to pick it up, but just like little moments of scratches and things like that, that's just going to show wear and tear over time. That's just how it is. And also it is expensive, so you have to be willing to see that this is going to do more than other slings. This is definitely for someone who is willing to spend the money on it. That's just the basis of it. It is something that I feel is definitely worth it, just for the fact that you can get your water bottle in there. And it is versatile in terms of like styling it. You don't have to wear it like this. You can wear it on your back and use it as a wee back sling. In terms of like it being I want to say a fanny pack or a bum bag, you would just have to adjust it. And I'm going in blind here trying to do so, but you could. You're not getting it as a bum bag. So it's not for someone who wants more organization. As mentioned, I would check out the simple kind of motion sling. I would really love to be testing out more slings, especially for the female body, to see what works, what doesn't work, what looks good, what doesn't look good. And hopefully more brands will make things like this in mind of women. Do let me know down in the comments if there is any slings that you would like me to review, and I'll try and get my hands on them. So that is the end of this review. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then why not consider joining the GBO community and hitting that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Hey guys, I'm Bradley and this is Kazzy. We are from Dream Big, Travel Far.
And we are running weekly gear giveaways in collaboration with Gear by Orla.
And if you want to be in with a chance to win, then hit that subscribe button and go to the first link in the description to join the newsletter.
Be sure to check your inbox every week to see if you are that week's lucky winner. We'll see you there.